known as Lara Williams. She is 9 years old and the youngest of the beneficiaries of this free heart surgery.
No penny. I didn't pay cover. Even both the surgery, the medication, nobody has to pay cover. It's actually the Excellency Governor Tinubu that, puts life in our face. Anyway, that's the truth. There's nobody that paid penny here.
What more can be said? The excitement is written all over the beneficiaries as their despair has turned to euphoria. The nightmare has become sweet reality, as what seemed impossible has now become possible, and hopelessness turned to hopefulness. To say that the present administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has kept to its promise of free health is an understatement. Apart from the free heart surgery, one can't help but mention other free surgeries and treatments embarked on by the present administration from time to time. An example is the free limb corrective surgery, which was carried out mostly on children, most of whom had been kept out of school due to their disability and that otherwise will have become liabilities to the society. But with this corrective surgery, they contribute positively and meaningfully, thereby becoming assets to the society. Meanwhile, it's not been all about free surgeries alone. Many government hospitals have been given facelifts, as their buildings and facilities have gone through various renovations so much so that the state-owned hospitals have now regained their lost glories. And an example is the General Hospital, Ikeja. Suffice to say that the health sector in Lagos State has been through positive transformation. Kudos to the present administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has continued to be a pace-setter, treading where others could not in all aspects of governance in Lagos State, and in making life worth living for the citizenry. It is believed that with the collective efforts of all, the health sector will grow to be the health sector of our dream, which will stand side by side with those in the developed nations.
One of the main aspects of the present democratic dispensation is that it provides opportunity for the committed administrations to evolve a solid basis for sustainable development and the long-term well-being of the people. How is this fundamental principle being tackled by the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration in Lagos State? Apart from the ever-present crowd almost at every major function and constantly moving, and in some cases rather impatiently, one other noticeable characteristic that is now gradually reflecting the present Lagos are the signs of growth and changes in almost anywhere and everywhere in this mega city. The people of this city are always moving. It seems everybody is practically on the move. To our first-time visitor, the city is a huge human clock that never stops moving. The effect can sometimes be captivating, even frightening, and in some cases annoying, but certainly very lively to the majority.
Without good roads, there is no good transportation. Without good transportation, there is no peace for the people.
In total realization of the strength of the constantly mobile population as key factor in the economy of the state, the administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has committed huge sum of money to ensure that more convenient roads are provided to ease mobility. By March 2006, several roads had been touched in the state. Besides the huge amount expended to improve the roads, what is even more demonstrative of the commitment is that all the areas got their share of either outright construction or total upgrading of the former roads. However, the focus of this program is to show the efforts on this area in the Lagos metropole. Today, Nigeria is reckoned to rank among the most urbanized countries in the world. Certainly, no city in the country is more evident of this than here. And how will responsive administration handle such situation?
We are irrevocably committed and determined and poised to sustain and even enhance the elevated status of Lagos State as a highly industrialized and a modern state in Africa. Pursuant to this great objective, the Lagos State government embarked on radical modernization and reversal of the decade that we inherited. Renewal of the infrastructural facilities, creating a conducive environment, germane to the enhancement of industrial and commercial development of our state.
While awaiting the year 2006 census figure by the projection according to the United Nations Habitat by the year 2006, the population of Lagos should have reached 16 million and above. Also, according to the projected growth by the year 2015, it should have hit about 24 million people. Since close to 80% of this large population resides in the Lagos metropole, the concentration of rehabilitation and redevelopment has taken place mainly in the metropole and the ever-spreading different suburbs. By the first quarter of year 2006, the numerous roads rehabilitated have begun to have immediate and direct impact. Legali Ayorinde Avenue, a major linking road behind the Kurama Waters, one of the very first to be redeveloped in 2004. It serves such roads like Jideoki, Ajose Adeogun and others here. It has now become a very convenient route for the traffic heading for the Mobile Oil Corporate headquarters. The enhancement of this major link road has undoubtedly improved the value of property within the vicinity. Here is another. Apart from the fact that the dualization of this major road in the Victoria Island axis is a beauty by itself, it has completely transformed the area. It stands as a total manifestation of vision and strong conviction to improve the status of the community. Both the financial and commercial activities have picked up tremendously. Also in the past, as soon as it rained, the entire area, including Akinolubade, Damole, Idowutelo, Sanusi Fafunwa, and Chiamiyu Service Streets used to be waterlogged, but not any longer. This redeveloped road has completely stopped flooding. Certainly, this road now competes with any in any part of the world.
I'm very pleased that the road is completed and is being commissioned, because when we remember far back when this road was bad, this place was almost impassable. But today, this road is probably one of the best in VI. So we are very happy. We are very happy with what the state government is doing.
It is a major achievement by this administration of Tinubu. Irrespective that I'm a member of PDP, is AD, but he has been doing some excellent jobs in terms of road constructions. This Adiolo Deku road is one of the best street roads we can have around the nation.
Awolowo Road in Ikoyi, due to the strategic location of this all-important road, it used to be quite congested from morning till night. Since virtually all houses have been transformed into commercial ventures, it became a nightmare for both residents and those who came to transact businesses. But since the administration redeveloped it to this level, the difference has been clear. From all evidence, the commercial climate has picked up and cost of properties has risen considerably. Outside the Lagos Island is this, the Agege-Motu Road from Idioro to Ilupeju Bypass. Indeed, the reconstruction of the major road in Mushin area reflects the commitment of a dedicated administration to improving the socio-economy of the people. In the past, Agege-Motu Road was terrible. It was totally neglected, and the people had resigned to fate and what could be termed as a state of almost total despair.
The great people of Mushin, this is to promote the economy of your local government community. This is to promote the value of the asset along these axes in this community. This is to create jobs, create economic benefits and prosperity for our people. Those who have property along this line will have seen how much they have grown in appreciation, in value, in opportunity, and we are still going to continue to develop the infrastructure of Lagos State in this 21st century.
The impact has become such a big impetus that many more roads have been stated to be given facelift in the year 2006. As significantly important as the various roads rehabilitations are, they are indeed a distant second to this effort. The ongoing 15 billion rehabilitation and rebuilding of infrastructure in the Lagos Central Business District. This gigantic project will concentrate on road networks, drains, sewage, walkways and markets in an area noted for pulsating commercial activities for not only the country but the entire west coast of Africa. Right from the outset, the stretch from the marina through Broad Street, Idumagbo, Okwawo, Martin Streets and the Tinubu Square formed the main commercial center of the city. From here, commerce and buoyant enterprise grew. The ancient business princes and merchants of Lagos owe their prominence to this area. Yet, several years after, this hub of enterprise remained the same. Roads that served the colonial era remained and of course became grossly inadequate. The era when the population of the city was far less than 1 million people. Archival buildings and even relatively modern ones collapsed on regular basis. The walkways became practically non-existent due to dense population, displaced areas for the ever-robust commercial wares. To say the least, it was indeed a pitiful sight that questioned and demanded answers from successive administrations in the state. It is really not out of place to state that the only major presence of the federal government here, in spite of the fact that the city of Lagos was the nation's capital until 1991, was the bridge to speed people across to the federal secretariat and the vicinity of Ikoyi and Victoria Island. Again, it would not be an exaggeration to state that the decay that befell this area was as a result of what has been termed criminal neglect by both the former state and federal governments. This total redevelopment of the Lagos Central Business District has not only received warm response but sheer commendation.
In fact, the road was terrible. It was a complete mess. This is a miracle. I must say this. I've been looking for this opportunity to say this. Whoever thought of this is a very brilliant person, and I pray God will bless that person. To make life very easy, very comfortable, and make business good, better. Because if you know this place before, cars can't come here. They either stop in Marina or stop at Balogun Mountains. But now, by the time you do this road, they're even deorizing the road, which means cars can come in here and business will grow. So this is just wonderful. It's awesome.
The story of the road was so bad, but now, even though they've not finished the road, we could see the beautiful of Lagos. The beautiful of Lagos have been coming out of the road. So we believe it's a very good project. The road will have a good effect of the people coming from living in this area and people selling market in this area. We believe the growth project is very good.
If the government now say, okay, they want to come back and redo these things, yeah, it will be a welcome idea. Then Lagos will now retain reclaim its own glory.
I was elated. I was very happy, and I thought that this is something that is much overdue. Based on the present condition of Lagos Island particularly.
We thank God that we are still alive, most of us. My uncle Alaji Abtratai Masha, who was the chairman of Lagos City Council, I wish you were alive today to see this Dimagwa Avenue development, the Ashwaju Bola Tinubu is bringing. We are very glad. I've been trying since I arrived from London. I'm trying to work to see him too, to congratulate him that, please, you are here. Even I want this place to be named Ashwaju Tinubu.
Cities like Johannesburg, Athens, Jerusalem, El Salvador, and others have undergone similar transportation, and today they remain sights to behold. Sound and enduring policies, programs, and above all committed conviction are the most profound catalysts to development. Responding to the numerous resurfacing, rehabilitation, and redevelopment, high-profile corporations have started to take recognition of these steps and have started to contribute to the physical development and partnership for better and faster growth of the city.
Because of this complexity and a huge demand, that is why we extend our hands of fellowship to corporate bodies and other high net worth individuals to partner with us in the provision of this infrastructure through the Public Infrastructure Improvement Partnership. That one has had a good impact. This partnership produced Legalia Yorinde Street by a consortium led by Global Bank. We thank them. 2. Rehabilitation of Oyijola Yemi Street, led by Access Bank. We thank them. Oladele Olashore Street, led by a consortium of Lead Merchant Bank. We thank them. Akeolugbade Street, led by New Nigerian Bank. Damale Street, led by the Intercontinental Bank.
Besides the continuous physical development, the administration has also put in place several policies and initiatives to help and stimulate private-led economy. At the country's first ever Lagos State Economic Summit in 2000, now being copied by several states of the Federation, it was strongly emphasized that the state must be continually resourceful and dynamic to sustain its hold on the industrial, financial, and commercial activities. Today, this deliberate and strong commitment to improving the socio-economic situations have started to show. Though the UNDP states that over 60% of Nigerians live on less than $1 a day, the numerous activities in this city put a strong question mark on that. Every nook and cranny of the metropole have become a thriving market, not to mention the main markets that continue to wear affluence and continuous growth. The non-formal economy, characterized by buying and selling, still bubbles more than ever. The radiance and glee always on their faces in the market seem to say that this government has got it right in the area of providing an enabling climate for people to realize their dream of making money in the state. Seizing the opportunities being provided by this constantly mobile crowd, different eateries have emerged. A categorical number cannot be placed on them now, but in view of how they spring up almost on daily basis, the number will be considerably large and still growing. Every major street now has at least one big eatery, employing vast number of Nigerians, particularly the young ones with great future ahead of them. Apart from the eateries, the entertainment industry has perhaps become the most beneficial of the ever-robust enabling atmosphere in the state. Apart from the several video and musical rentals that now dot the entire metropolis, service providers for the numerous parties Lagos is noted for also swell by the week. Several thousands earn a living off this sector of the economy. Right on the heels of the different galleria are the shopping centers. These centers now dot the city and are gradually replacing the traditional markets. Some come in breathtaking edifices that can only signify buoyant and enabling environment. Together, this sector employs hundreds and thousands of Nigerians. Nevertheless, no sector is more indicative of this continuous commitment to propel the people towards better standard of living than this sector. Due to the several restructuring on the roads that was led to enhancement of some formerly obscure neighborhoods, many private housing estates have sprung up. Every area now has categories of estates. Some of these estates are imposing and totally reflecting peaceful climate. In Lekki Peninsula axis, for instance, where quite a number of projects to develop the area had taken place, both the state government and private housing estates are pointers to the commitment of this administration to improve on the social economy of the state. As a curtain is drawn on this piece, it must be clearly pointed out that this continuous stream of growth evidence in every sector in the state, in spite of the general economic lull in the country, is not foretold or even inevitable. It is as a result of the strong conviction of this administration to inject enthusiasm and resolve to build a livable and functional state able to generate development.
6 years ago, it used to be mountains of rebels. It used to be potholes all over. It used to be people carrying benches to school. It used to be people searching for water. It used to be the fact that Lagos was on the reverse side. But ever since this administration has taken over, we have turned the gear against poverty. We have turned the gear against destitution. We have turned the gear and turned the clock and turned the value of our lives forward. We are moving forward. We are marching forward. We will never look back.
What more should be said about an administration zealously and efficiently striving to sustain political determination and commitment to keep the state steadily and surely on the upward swing? The focus has been mainly on roads and physical development in the Lagos metropolis. Watch out for what the administration has done in other sectors like health, environment, transportation, water, rural development, housing, even justice in our subsequent programs.